What is going on, guys? This is KNasty3090 here. Welcome back to an episode of the Baltimore Orioles franchise, episode 18, I believe. It's 18. We are in year 6. We won in year 4 and year 5. We won the World Series. We marked with the Orioles, and I think now we're a wagon. Our first overall pick back in 2019, he's turning into a bona fide star. I think this could be a huge breakout year for Mike Phillips. He's only 22. We have Bogarts, who last year was amazing, hit .315 with 42 home runs. We signed Cody Bellinger as a free agent. He was a first baseman. We just moved him to the outfield. Now he can play left, center, and right. I'm putting him in left. I thought that would just, I don't know. I was just thinking that may be best because we got Phillips in right, and I think, I guess you could argue either or. Their arms are basically the same. And then Hernandez, who's the fastest, or probably not the fastest, actually the weakest arm. I don't know. They're kind of, other than Phillips can't play center, I think all three can play the other two can play all three outfields. Didn't really change much of the lineup. Pitching, we went young. We got Grayson Rodriguez, DL Hall, a couple young guys. Relatively, I think, 24 and 23, or 24 and 25, excuse me. We still have Ramirez, who's been just a sneaky star for us. Freeland, Burns. We have so many top prospects. Let's get into the season, boys, and see how we do. Before the season starts, the Royals want to trade Cam Gallagher, who's a catcher. I don't even want it. So I want to make sure once the minor league rosters are going to be a cluster, so we want to make sure those are good. Gonzalez needs to be playing over Ellis Rose, who I like, but yeah. And then Mercedes is C potential, and Rotor is a B, but that's fine because Seth B I like higher. So, and then you in here, and you in here, and then double A, we want Guzman playing every day. We can sub out probably Hammer since he's 23. He's 26. And then let's just make sure the pitching rotation just set up in the minors. So Gallo, we want him starting. Lopez is a reliever. Chuck William, I believe, is a reliever too. Yeah. Mitchell White's a starter. Put him in over probably Tommy Thompson because he's 29. I think that's good because Romero's a reliever. And then in double A, wow, we have a lot. Vilas, I want him in the rotation because I think he's an A or he's a B. Hanafi is a B. Dylan Tate's like 28, 29. Sheridan is young. I think that's fine. All right, let's get into it now. We did lose a draft pick again because we signed a free agent. We're not getting any extra ones, but our farm system is so stacked. Christian Arroyo for Francisco Thomas. Wow, he's actually really good. He can play second, third, and short. Now, Arroyo is actually in the minor leagues right now. Oh, interesting. He is making 2.2. We're really short on cash, so I'm going to say no on that because we may not be able to sign our draft picks. I'm just going to say no to that. But that's actually a really good trade if the money was even. We're not off to the craziest start. We're 16 and 10. Not a bad start. 1 to 2 months for Bobby Bradley. All right, so we need to fix him. And to fix that, and I already know who's going to play. Rivera's going to play every day. And he might not relinquish this position. And we do need to call someone up. And that is going to be, you might as well call up Arroyo because he can play first base. He can also play, we could call it Reyes actually. Let's call it Reyes. He's better. And here's the thing. I don't know how good Bradley was. He's in .235 with 2 home runs. I want to see how Rivera does. As you can see, he hits really well, mashes lefties for power, and very limited action, 45 at-bats, and he was only facing left-handed pitching. He's in .333 with 5 home runs. Really good. Now, I think he'll go down because he's going to face right-handed pitching as well, but it'll be interesting to see how he does. I don't want Cam Gallagher. He's still at 1 to 2 months. We just swept the Yankees. All right, Dylan Betances for Samuel Reyes. Now Reyes is a a closer, but he's a C potential, but he's 74. Betances is 78 overall. He's struggling. I'm not taking on extra money for that. No, sir. Don't need the extra money. All right, we are at the draft for 40 and 22. We're 5.5 up on the Yanks, 6 up on the Blue Jays. The Rays I thought would be better. See how the team is doing right now. So Phillips in 308 with 12 home runs. He's starting to have that breakout year. I could see him hitting over 300 and maybe close to 30 home runs by the end of the year. Bogart's 283 with 11 home runs. Bellinger, what the hell? 245 with 9 home runs. He hit 316 with 46. His slugging percentage is 200 points lower than it was last year. Eloy, 257, 7 home runs. He's actually gone down a little bit. His potential's going down. Rivera is still mashing 329 with 7 home runs. He only hit 2 home runs since we've called him up to play every day, but he's improving. Moncada, 251, 8 bombs. Joey Bart, 173 with 5 home runs. Fletcher's not doing too much. Hernandez has a little bit of pop 9 jacks, but yeah, he's not hitting, but at least he plays that elite defense. Will Banfield off the bench isn't doing much. Now, how is... Jeff Gonzalez is doing really well in AAA, but where's Rosser? 283 with 6 home runs. He's improving, except for contact versus right. He's pushing us towards maybe having to call him up. We'll see. Pitching, Freeland's been great. Burns has been all right. Ramirez has been great. Grayson Rodriguez is great. And DL Hall's been really good. I mean, this is great that, if Grayson Rodriguez turns into a really good pitcher, we already got him locked up. Same with DL Hall. Canning has really struggled as a long man. Myrick has pitched well. Cash has been great. Hernandez has been great. Blair's been all right, very limited. They put Brad Hand as a setup man, but Diaz has been amazing. So I guess we'll rock with it because Diaz is actually improving. Now, do we call up, not Gallo, maybe, I don't know. We'll probably keep Canning in there for a little bit longer. It's only been 31 innings. So let's do the draft. So we have our first pick, the 29th pick. We get a competitive balance pick, which is the 32nd pick. We don't have our second round pick. But hey, we got that competitive balance pick, which I don't understand why. I don't know how they figure it out. I ain't complaining. So let's see. There's some options here. There's a shortstop who's a project. Could elite arm. Injury risk average, 70 fielding. Could be really good, defensive-minded, fast shortstop. There's also a third baseman, kind of the same thing. Injury risk is low, great contact, average power, good vision, discipline, pretty good fielding. I'm leaning more towards the third baseman for the simple fact is injury risk. There's a third baseman who's 25, who's a few years away. Another third baseman who's 19, injury risk average. Second baseman who's closer to being ready. Ooh, wow. Francisco Medrano. Usually these guys aren't good, but that looks really good. I will probably take him with that extra pick. I'm taking this first third baseman here. Where was he? Richie Lugo. Low injury risk. Should be able to hit. The power should be above average, but 60 vision, 65 plate discipline, 60 fielding with a 70 arm, but he should be able to play every day. And I think that second baseman's available. Francisco Medrano. I don't know if he's going to be good. I doubt it. But he also has low injury risk, so we'll take a chance. Maybe it's a high C potential, but I feel like he should be a good overall at least. Let's go on. So we're not going to have a pick until the third round. I think it's worth it. We got Cody Bellinger, and he hasn't had the best start to the year. It's still worth it, though. A catcher who can hit, average injury risk. Another catcher, average, Will Snare. It's only the 75 out of the 20 to 80 scale potential. But still, it's probably going to be a high C to low B. There's a closer. I'll take the closer. Again, it's a 75 on the 20 to 80, but that's still good. All right. And another 75. Ricky Morant. Whoa. I doubt he's going to be that good, but why not? Last round, whatever we get, if we even have a pick, it won't be anything crazy, I feel like. And 80 potential, maybe. Let's see. That's not too bad. So, Richie Lugo has 88 potential. That durability is good. He's only 19. That could go up to an A. That's not a bad pick. Francisco Medrano, he's a 74 overall. Look at him. He looks really good. His potential's an 80. But he's like almost big league ready, which is crazy. He's a 74 overall. I don't know if he's going to have secondary positions. Sometimes they show up in the offseason. Right now it says none. Will Snare, yeah, he's a 76 potential. I mean, he's 19. Maybe that goes up. If not, he's a catcher, he's a depth guy. Guillermo Torres is an 84 potential as a lefty out of the bullpen. He's only 19 and 59 overall. That's not bad. Ricky Morantz, he's actually promising. He's only 18. He's a 72 overall with an 84 potential. That's a late round gem. Look at that contact. Like, he can really hit. He can really hit. I'm not sure how much he can field, but the durability is not awful. He has 80 reaction. He can't run, but he's a third baseman. That might be a late round. I mean, he's 18, a 72 overall with an 84 potential. That's a late round gem. And then Dalton Sutherland, I mean, he's a 77 potential. Now let's see what else is out there for draft picks. Like, did we, Jeff Gonzalez, I think, was an option we didn't take. I want to see if the other players we were looking at, what their potentials were, if I see their names. Not crazy overalls. Like, low 90s, the highest I've seen. 88, that's a pretty good pick there. 93, 89. This was a weak draft. I think we did we've been doing really good. Okay, here we go. It's a closer, but still not bad. 97. Okay, Rick Blank, he's 22, but 99 potential is 99 potential. He's only 57 overall. I'm not seeing these other guys that we were looking at. Was Johnny Penn one of them? No, he was 24. Clinton Russell, I don't think was one of them. It might have been 89 potential. The Padres got another prospect because they don't need him. I mean, we did good. We got 4 Bs, a high B, and then Ricky Morantz. I really want to see how this guy develops. He could be like I said, a late round star. So that was a good draft. Take a look at top prospects. Is Roser number 1? He's not. He's number 2. Number 2. Pete Gallo's number 6. Jeff Fontaine's at 12. He's close to. Nigel Aragon's at 17. Well, so we got Zapata's at 24. Jeff Gonzalez went from 50 to 33, so he's moving up a bunch. Josh Flowers is at 43. Javier Guzman, another guy we got in that trade, he's at 44. And that's it. So let's keep her going. Like, we're 5 up on the Yanks. It'll be interesting to see what I do with... Okay, Bobby Bradley's back. So we have... I'm going to send... Where is he? I'm going to send Jomar down. We are in a little bit of... I don't know what to do. So Bradley has hit 235 and 68 at-bats. Rivera's in 340. You lost your job, Bradley, for now. Rivera's playing every day. He deserves it. And the thing is... Rivera's not like, he's 27. Bradley's, they're the same age. But Rivera's just outplayed him this year. And Bradley has that, like, long-term deal. I think he's making, like, 4.3 a year for a couple more years. For 3 more years after this. So, like, it makes, like, he has the money. He has a very team-friendly contract. While, I don't know, Rivera, he's making $400,000 this year and next year. But he's just outperforming them. The only thing is his durability is only 64, his fielding's 54, while Bradley has 98 durability with 79 fielding. But, I mean, if you're hitting 340, you got to get in that lineup somehow. Now, if he gets injured or something, I mean, it is what it is. But I don't want Cam Gallagher. All right, let's see who made the White Sox. Pete Gallo is one of the top prospects. Carlos Fernandez, we don't need you. All right, so let's see who made the All-Star game from our team, or just in general. Manea, Blake Snell, Severino, who's now in the Red Sox, Kyle Freeland, and Jameson Taillon, relievers, Kevin McCarthy, and Diaz, Jackie Hernandez. So 2 of our players. I mean, Jackie Hernandez is a 1.67 ERA. pretty good. And Diaz has been pitching great as our closer. Catchers, none of ours. First baseman, Rizzo and Casey Gillespie. Glaber and Yolmer Sanchez. Vlad. He hit 275 with 14 home runs. Bogarts, Benintendi, not on our team. And Mike Phillips. He's only hit 276, so he has been struggling a little bit. 18 home runs. His career high is 21, so he should pass that. And we can take a look at the National League. Any familiar names? Probably not, but you never know. I'm just going to quickly go through this. See if I see any guys that we've traded or anything. We have not. All right. So, let's go to the trade deadline. I might do this whole season in one episode, to be perfectly honest. Dodgers interested in a trade. Bogarts for Kenley Jansen and Gavin Lux. No. Don't need Jansen. We need a win. Giants interested in trade. Willie Valenzuela, who's a B potential for a reliever. Garrett Williams. No. Not interested in that. Yankees are interested in a trade. Bogarts for Andrelton Simmons, Jose Campos, and Lamar Sparks. So Campos is an A potential. He's 32. Simmons, and we know about him. Elite defensive shortstop, but he can't hit. I mean, he's kind of like Fletcher, but at short. And then Lamar Sparks is a C potential prospect, so I'm not doing that trade. Hunter Renfroe is going from the Padres to the Rays. He's a good player. Malik Smith for Brendan Rodgers. Wow, Malik Smith was an all-star this year. Hit 288 with 9 home runs and 28 steals. So we're at the trade deadline. We're 66 and 42. We're 11.5 up on the Blue Jays. And 12 up on the Yankees. Now, Gallows moved up to 4. Aragon has shot up to 9. His potential's going up, so things are looking good in the farm. Question is, Fletcher's in 214. He is a free agent at the end of the year. Do we call up Roser in 298 in the minors? He's 21. I think we might have to. Bart's hitting a $199. Banfield's hitting 250. Rivera's cooled down. He's hitting 320. Bradley, Eloy. Yeah, some of these guys, these guys are just not hitting how they should. Especially like Cody. Rivera's the only guy really hitting. But luckily our pitching has been really well. I mean, the young guys, ERA's both in the low 3s. I'm going to call him up. I'm going to call up Roser. I think this is great because that way he doesn't waste. I mean, he'll still have another 6 years after this year. We will send down Sierra. And I want Fletcher to be on the Major League team. We could, in theory, trade him. But there's really nothing to trade him for. I think we should just keep him. In the offseason, we can probably get a draft pick for losing him. And we're calling up the second best prospect in the game. And he's going to play every day. He'll be at the bottom of the lineup. But when we had those 2 top picks, we hit on him and Phillips, and it looks like we did. Roster looks really good. No, he's not the best durability, so it's still nice to have Fletcher, who, I mean, is an elite fielder, can't hit. But you know what? Let's give it a chance, see what happens. So, and if he struggles a bunch, we'll go with the better fielder in the playoffs because we're going to make the playoffs. Question is, how many wins will we get? Can we get 100? Juan Rivera's up for a few days. He's back, and they probably just butchered our lineup. Yep, Bradley's back in, so I want Rivera in. I don't know, Bradley. Should we do? Should we trade Bradley in the offseason? Who should we rock with it as our first baseman moving forward? Rivera is having a great year, 321, and he can't field. He doesn't have the best durability. He's more of like a DH type, but the dude hits. And Bradley hasn't really hit this year. He actually has kind of gone downhill in terms of average the last 3 years. Power, this year his slugging percentage was again going down. It's been going down consistently the last 4 years, his slugging percentage. I mean, he's only 27. Very team-friendly contract. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what you guys say in the comments. I mean, there could be an injury or something, and then one guy just does really well in the playoffs. I don't know. All right, let's see. Freeland's back. They probably just changed everything around. Not there. Probably our lineup. Nope. Rosner's hitting 248 with 2 home runs, but he's improving a bunch, which is important. He hasn't played poorly. So let's finish the season. We are 17 up on. So yeah, we won the division. I just hope we have the number one record in the American League. 102-60. We did not have the best record. That went to Seattle. How many wins did Seattle have? 100. We had the third best record. The Twins won 104, and the Mariners won 106. Sheesh. So Mike Phillips' average actually went down. Now, he improved quite a bit. Take a look at his power versus left, went up 12. He now has developed into like a power hitter. He had 28 home runs, but his average was down 20-something points. His slugging percentage was actually the same at 455. On base was down. He actually probably regressed. His WAR went up. But I'm a little worried about... he's still a good hitter. I like the fact his power went up, especially versus lefties. His fielding went up as well. Bogarts finished 304 with 34 home runs. Still an elite player. Cody Bellinger, wow, 250, 28 home runs. That's Chris Davis numbers. His WAR was 1.4. And he went down a lot. His power versus left went down 10. Eloy, 249 average, not the best, but he did hit 30 home runs. So that's not too bad. Rivera hit 308, only 15 home runs, but a 308 hitter, 383 on base. That's not bad. Bradley hit 261 in limited action with 6 home runs. Moncada, 249 with only 17 home runs. Wow, he went down a lot. Slugging percentage was down like 120 points. Bart, 224. He did hit 20 home runs, so he's hit 20 home runs 3 out of the 4 years he's playing the big, so there's value in that. But his average was down 60 points. His on-base was down 75 points. Slugging was down 100 points. Rossiter in 157 at-bats, a 274 average. 4 home runs, still not... I thought it stole 30 bags. He stole 9 bags. Not bad. WAR of 0.3. And then Hernandez, wow. Fernando Hernandez hit 30 home runs. Average slightly went up at 241, 296 on base, 436 slugging. With that defense, a 3.4 WAR, that's really good. He might turn into like an Andrew Jones type player. Now, Andrew Jones came up when he was 19. He came up when he was 24. Hernandez did. But great defense. And then some pop. Not much average, but some pop. That's not a bad player. Pitching, Kyle Freeland, a 3.17 ERA, 207 innings pitched. Burns, a 3.54. Ramirez, a 3.84. Grayson Rodriguez, a 3.2 ERA. And DL Hall, a 3.65. So that's really good. Myrick pitched pretty damn good out of the pen. Castro was great. Hernandez was great. Blear was all right. Brad Hand was not as great as he has been. Diaz was... How many saves did he have? 51. It's pretty good. We probably got Rookie of the Year with one of those 2 pitchers, Grayson Rodriguez or DL Hall. I don't think Roser probably qualified, and then we probably got some gold gloves. Probably no MVP. That went to Ryan O'Hearn. Okay. 99 power does it. 46 home runs, 298 average. Yeah. And the National League was Acuna. Blake Snell got back. No, he didn't get the Cy Young last year. And Urias. Ramirez got the batting title, and Bryce Harper. Hildenberger and Drew Stenricker got the Relievers of the Year. Mike Pappy got Rookie. He's 31. He did have a great year, but he's a 31-year-old rookie. And then Jesus Sanchez. He looks actually pretty good. 319 average, 16 bombs. That's not bad. I would have gone with one of the relievers just because of their age, but that's just me. Joey Bart got Gold Glove again. Rivera got Gold Glove. Bellinger got in and left. And Phillips got in right. Phillips didn't make an error. Now, one of you guys mentioned Hernandez, who didn't get Gold Glove this year. I guess the year before you mentioned he never made an error that year. It's pretty common for... I pulled this guy's auto, so I actually want to see what they have him rated as in this. They have him rated, like, outfielders usually don't make that many errors because usually outfielders only make errors on just dropping fly balls. It doesn't happen often. Or like a ball gets by them, like a ground ball or something. It's not as common as like an infielder getting an error. Now, they still make them. It's just a lot less common. So, top prospects. Roser did graduate as a prospect, but Gallo was at 4. Fontaine's at 9. Aragon's at 13. Let's see. What else do we have? Zapata's at 23. His potential is going down. I mean, it was at 99. Hopefully it's just down to like 98. We'll take a look at that in a second. Guzman's at 36. Where is the right fielder that we got? Ojeda. Wow. Chris Ojeda's now in this at 39. There he is, Jeff Gonzalez. He improved a ton. Plus 12 in contact versus left. Wow. Josh Flowers. And Stuart Franklin. He's an 84 overall in the minors. Now, he'll get called up next year. He improved a ton. He improved like 7 overall, I feel like. Yeah, I was going to check some of these potentials on these guys that changed. Zapata, we know it went down to a 98. I mean, obviously you don't want that, but it's not that bad. How was Rossiter's? It didn't change to 94. Not crazy, but Guzman's did go up. So let's see what Guzman's potential is. 94. So he is going a little long, but I do want to just look at a couple things. Urbina, I don't know what to do. He's 26. I'll probably try to move him in the offseason. And Arroyo improved quite a bit. We could probably get a good return for him. Bogar, where is he? Aragon, his potential is going up. It is now 97. And the thing is, we drafted Booker Ryan. Look at him. His contact versus left went up 10. Some of these prospects he's only 20. And he's a 79 overall. He is also a secondary position of second base. No, I don't know when Bogarts is a free agent. Booker Ryan might be ready to take over. Like, if Bogarts is free agent at the end of the year, I would like to keep him, but we may not be able to. Yeah, Bledsoe's potential went to a B. He went plus 9 contact versus left, plus 11 discipline, plus 9 power versus left. Our prospects are just shooting up in, like, overall. This is great. Wow. Joe Gray got plus 7 power versus left. Jeez. And like, we already looked at Gonzalez, got that plus 12. Cletus did not improve crazy. He had a bad year. Newstrom, he's 28. I'm not too. Yeah, we are looking good. And then, like, in the rotation, Fontaine's an 80 overall now. He's 24. I don't know what we're going to do with Ramirez. He's still pitching great. Maybe next year have Fontaine pitch as the long man. And then Canning, I don't know, we'll figure something out with him. He's not really that great. 4.93 ERA this year. Maybe, so Fontaine be the long man. Ramirez, keep letting him pitch in the majors until he struggles. Once he struggles, Fontaine can take over or whatever. And then Pete Gallo improved a nice amount. We know him. Josh Flowers improved. So, yeah, we're set. It's exciting to see how this team becomes. We will be doing the playoffs next episode. We're going to be on the road. We won 102 games. We're going to start on the road in Minnesota. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that episode. If you guys did enjoy this, please drop a like on it. Subscribe if you are new. I'll talk to you later. Take it easy, boys. Peace.